Hey, what up? Jerky Jones here. Got a bit of a little different video for you. Kind of a rant video, little story that happened and about this cashier at Walmart that I just had an interaction with. And this type of person, I see them all too often. There's too much of this out there. So I'm going to explain the story and then we'll get into it. But so I was at Walmart, had a grocery cart full of food, went up to the cashier. She was scanning my stuff, whatever, and as she was scanning it, I was taking it, putting it in the cart. And any of the loose items, like there was 4 chocolate bars I had, and she was like organizing them, making them perfect, and then handing it to me, and I was like, oh, well, thank you, I appreciate that, And she's like, yeah, well, my extreme OCD is good for something. You can see I got OCD. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, well, they said, at least you're at the good job for it. You organize the objects as they come off the conveyor belt. That's cool. And she's like, yeah, I've always thought I would really like to work as a mechanic or in a mechanic shop. She's like, I think my OCD would be really good for that, organizing tools and that kind of stuff. And she's like, and plus I hate standing. I can't stand standing in one spot all the time. And I said, because she's standing like at a cashier. And I said, well, you're in Alberta, like the largest industrial zone in North America, or second largest industrial zone in North America is literally 5 minutes down the road right there. I said, why don't you look for a job there? Like find something a little better, something that, your OCD works with. You make a little more money. She's like, oh, well, no mechanic shop would hire me because I have a severe anxiety and I can't drive. So there's no mechanic shop that's going to hire me. And I said, yeah, there's other jobs out there, like something. She's like, yeah, but I also have extreme anxiety and that. And I said, okay. I said, well, I said, there's got to be some CBD oil out there that you can take. She's like, oh, I've tried them. I've tried it. I took 2,000 milligrams of oil before and it did absolutely nothing. Didn't do a thing. And I said, well, bump it up to 4. And she's like, yeah, that's not going to work. That's not going to do anything. I already know. And I'm like, all right. And then so she finishes up, whatever. And then, and then I said, well, after she said the CBD thing, she's handing me my change. I said, well, I guess it's Walmart cashier for you then. I guess that's where you're gonna be. And she went, yeah. She didn't like that, right? I'm like, well, fuck. That's the thing. That's the problem with people. Like, and I could give you a few examples of other people I know too. Like that, it's nothing but excuses. Like you're complaining about whatever, hating standing, OCD, you want a better job, you think you could work better, well, go fucking do that job. Like, we're in the opportunities galore here, the province with the most opportunities. Like I said, massive industrial zone. Doesn't mean you have to be a mechanic or drive. You can do other stuff. There's tons of jobs. And then it's like, as I was just saying, these are like one excuse after the, oh, well, I got anxiety. Oh, well, I can't do this. Oh, well, I'm like, well, fucking figure your shit out, Like, all these fucking mental health problems, half of them are just in your head. Like, just get your shit together. No one's forcing you to be anxiety. Like, quit pounding back 18 coffees in the morning. Maybe smoke a doob, or don't smoke a doob every day. Fucking let your nerves calm, figure your shit out, find a better job. I'm sure working at Walmart as a cashier ain't helping your anxiety. Oh, fuck, I gotta pause this for a second. All right, I got interrupted. I lost my train of thought. Of course, someone had to call me right in the middle of my rant. It's all good. But I was saying, yeah, I'm sure working at Walmart ain't helping your anxiety. But okay, whatever, regardless, I know some people are going to say, oh, you don't know mental health, what. Okay, yes, I understand some people do have issues and it's easier said than done to just be like, wow, don't fucking have anxiety or don't be depressed or whatever. Okay, I've had my issues too, but I've never let these issues stop me. I've never made excuses, I just do it. Like if I'm miserable, fuck this job, I'm out, peace, going to look for something better, But yeah, I just found it funny. Like I was like, it was one thing after the other, one excuse after the other. Every single thing I said had to be, oh, well, no, I can't do that. Oh, well, I want to do this, but I can't do that. Oh, well, I hate this, but no, I can't do that. I tried that already. It's like, well, then what are you fucking complaining for? You know what I mean? Like, either, like, yeah, it's just, and I remember I had a girlfriend before, and I forget what it was. We weren't together for super long, but I remember everything was excuses. Like, she was so lazy. She was on welfare, whatever, wasn't doing anything, wasn't working, but she's like, oh, I want to do this job. And I'm like, well, go do it. Go back, go do this and figure that out. Go get your license. She's like, well, I can't, because then they're going to do this and that. And I'm like, well, dude, don't do that then. Go do this. She's like, well, I can't because I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like, what are you telling me for then? Like, it's just excuse after excuse. And that's one thing that kind of annoys me, you know? It's like, there's no one stopping you, you know? People are their own worst enemies. Or people that fear run their lives. They're too afraid of trying something, too afraid to get out there. And like, what's the worst that's gonna happen, you know? You know, like, let's say, okay, you quit Walmart. Well, first, never quit a job until you find another one. You know, you don't want to screw yourself. You don't want to burn any bridges. But go online. I typed in jobs in Edmonton, Alberta, and it's at 16,000 jobs. Now, I'm sure half of those are bullshit, and it might have included all of Alberta. I don't know, because I'm like, that seems like an extreme, a lot of jobs. So I don't know. But that's what I said. I just put Edmonton, Alberta on Indeed.com, jobs, enter. And it came up with 16,000. I went, oh, okay. I didn't narrow it down or anything. But anyways, look up a job, go out, apply, go do that job. What's the worst that can happen? Your anxiety gets to you. The people are weird. You get fired. Okay, whatever. Go find another job. You know, that's the one thing. There's jobs aplenty. And careers too. Figure out a career, you know, like job stands for just over broke. So a career is better. But in the meantime, you know, if you're miserable where you are, go find another job. You know, there's something for everyone. And just like that job, you're miserable working as a cashier at Walmart. I'm sure, you know, there's a saying like, well, not everyone can have a good job. No, but I'm sure there's someone who doesn't mind doing that job at Walmart, being a cashier, you know, that could replace you, that, you know, is cool with it, whatever, doesn't have crippling anxiety and this and that. But yeah, anyways, that's all. I'm kind of ranting or raving. I don't really know what the point is. Like, again, it's just, I'm just tired of people that make excuses all the time, you know? Like, as someone that's said fuck it and drove out across the country, you know, by myself, hardly any money, just going with the wind, figure out. That's the thing people don't understand is you're not gonna die, okay? You're in North America. You're not in Africa where there's no help, where you're gonna starve to death. Here, there's food everywhere. I'm sure you could, if you were starving to death, like there's homeless people galore. They're not dying on the streets, you know. There's food kitchens, or you probably just walk into Walmart, eat some grapes, eat an apple as you're walking around, get your fill, if you were truly starving to death, which no one is here. If anything, we're too fat and unhealthy, you know. The food is, there's too much food, too much sweets and junk food and stuff. But anyways, the point about letting fear run your life, like nothing's gonna happen, you know. The human mind is the most strongest, powerful computer in the world. I found during my most desperate times is when I came up with the best ideas, when I had the most inspiration to go do something. You know, it's when you're pushed to the limit, when you got no other option, that you will find a way and be the strongest, best you that is possible. It's when you get lazy and complacent and you're making excuses all the time and you're too afraid. It's not, I don't even think it's fear. I think it's laziness is why a lot of people don't take that step to better themselves, or to go the extra distance, or to, you know, explore or try something new, or get out of the rut they're in, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, I'm not coming down on people with mental health issues. I understand, like I said, I've had my own fucking addictions and issues and problems. Thank God I've had some friends I could talk to, and loving parents that I could, you know, vent to and stuff, and I understand not everyone's got that, but everyone has it within themselves to figure your shit out, to move forward, to make the best of themselves. You know, the human is a resilient thing. A human is the most creative, powerful, strongest, smartest element, the brain, the human, the soul in this universe. You can do anything. Granted, I say that not everyone's gonna be a multi-billionaire Steve Bezos, but there are people that do it. So maybe you are that person, you know, you just haven't got there yet. You haven't figured it out yet, you know. But I mean, anyone could do anything in terms of working a job that's not, you know, neurosurgeon, mathematical. You know, most jobs, most people can do, you know. Even like I got this truck driving job and it was stressful at first, and there's a lot to it, but I figured it out. I kept my cool composure. I learned it. They trained me. All these jobs, they'll train you. You know, you gotta just have half a brain, pay attention, believe in yourself. You can do it. So anyways, yeah, you know, whatever you want to do, you can do it. Like, straight up. You just got to know what you want to do, and you got to believe in yourself. So anyways, that is my little rant for today. That's really it. I just wanted to tell this story of this lady making all these excuses, and it's like, well, you're your own worst enemy at this point. Like, no one's gonna come save you. You know, you said you want to work in a mechanic shop. Go work in a fucking mechanic shop. Go work at a parts store. You don't, not every job's got where you have to drive. There's a million jobs out there where you don't need to drive, you know. So that's all. Jerky Jones, little video here, little rant. Hope it inspires you. Hope it pissed you off. What if I offended you? It's because you're one of the people I'm talking about, and you need to get your shit together. All right. Anyways, and by no means am I a perfect person. All right. It's just, this is just something I've noticed and that I don't do. I don't make excuses. I just do it. Nike, shout out. All right. Anyways, folks, thanks for watching so much. Appreciate it. Jerky Jones out. Peace. All the best. Believe in yourself. You're the best. Peace.